In 1968, America was on fire. The civil rights movement was in full swing, but so was white backlash. Martin Luther King Jr. had just been assassinated. Black students were demanding studies programs in universities, and across the country, black professionals were waking up to the reality that the systems they worked in, even psychology, were not built for them, nor for their people. It was in this moment of turmoil and awakening that the Association of Black Psychologists, known as ABPsi, was born. To understand why ABPsi was necessary, we need to look at the world of psychology in the 1960s. At that time, psychology in America was almost entirely controlled by white men. The theories, the research, and even the norms used to measure mental health all reflected European values and perspectives. Black people were studied, but not understood. They were analyzed, but rarely respected. In fact, much of mainstream psychology was used to justify racism, from intelligence tests that labeled black children mentally inferior to personality theories that called black resistance pathological. For black psychologists working inside that system, the contradictions were painful. How could they serve their people when the very discipline they practiced saw blackness as a problem to be fixed? In the summer of 1968, during the American Psychological Association's annual convention in San Francisco, a group of black psychologists decided that they've had enough. They gathered in a small room, frustrated and determined, and began to speak boldly about the racism in their field and the need for a psychology that served black people. Out of that meeting came the Association of Black Psychologists, a new, independent organization committed to using psychology as a tool for liberation, healing, and empowerment rather than control. Their founding statement was revolutionary, and it declared, "We are determined to begin to create a psychology that is meaningful to black people, one that understands our culture, our communities, and our struggle." Among the founders were some of the greatest minds in black intellectual history. Dr. Joseph White, known as the godfather of black psychology, Dr. Robert L. Greene, Dr. Reginald Jones, Dr. Ruth G. King, Dr. William Bill Cross, Dr. Naeem Akbar, and countless others. They rejected the notion that black people should be compared to white norms, arguing instead that black psychology must be grounded in African-centered values, community, spirituality, resilience, and the interconnectedness of life. In 1970, Dr. Joseph White published a groundbreaking article in Ebony magazine titled "Toward a Black Psychology." This piece was a cultural earthquake. For the first time, he articulated what many had felt, that the psychology of black people could not be understood through the lens of white America. He wrote, "There are in fact different psychologies, one for each culture, and the psychology of black people must reflect the realities of black life." From that moment on, ABPsi became more than a professional group. It became a movement. Members across the country worked to establish black psychology programs at universities, train mental health professionals to work in black communities, and develop culturally grounded approaches to therapy and healing. In the 1970s, ABPsi introduced the concept of Black Mental Health Day and pushed for black psychologists to be involved in community health centers, schools, and prisons, places where black people's minds and spirits were most at risk. They also drew deeply from African philosophy, African spirituality, and the idea that healing for black people had to include a reconnection with their cultural identity and ancestral memory. Out of ABPsi came the foundations of what we now call African-centered psychology, a school of thought that emphasizes self-knowledge, collective consciousness, and liberation from white supremacy as essential parts of mental health. Scholars like Dr. Naeem Akbar, Dr. Linda James Myers, Dr. Wade Nobles, and Dr. Kobe Cambone expanded this work, developing frameworks that centered African worldviews in understanding personality, behavior, and mental wellness. Their message was clear: healing the Black mind requires reconnecting with the African self. More than 50 years later, the Association of Black Psychologists continues its mission. Its members still fight for mental health equity, challenge systematic racism in the psychological sciences, and advocate for culturally grounded therapy in Black communities. ABPsi has chapters across the country, student organizations on campuses, and an ongoing commitment to the principle that psychology must serve liberation, not oppression. Their current motto says it best: healing the heart, mind, spirit, and community of Black people. The story of the Association of Black Psychologists is the story of Black people reclaiming their humanity, of scholars and healers refusing to let others define their minds. They reminded us that psychology at its core is not just about the brain, it's about the soul. And when the soul of a people has been wounded by centuries of racism and erasure, healing must begin with truth, with history, and with the courage to see ourselves through our own eyes. So the next time someone asks, why do we need Black psychology? Remember this: because no one can define the Black mind except the Black people who live it. To all of the founders and the members of the Association of Black Psychologists, past and present, we proudly stand on your shoulders. For more information, please visit my website at www.ontheshoulders1.com. There, you can support my OTSOG book series. You can also support me on Patreon at patreon.com/OTSOG. You can hit the super like button under this video. You can hit that hype button. You can also join this channel as a member. I love you all, and make sure you catch the next video coming up.